Arizona. It's week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a handoff out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Going to try and throw on 3rd. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big
time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's Samuel, caught left side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this 1st quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Braxton Berrios, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Murray and And the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Murray escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 1st down, Murray. His throw incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray now to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to them.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 31, Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. The 30. 10. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A final shot before half from Murray. Open man Green, he's got it. Touchdown Arizona. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. So we reach halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. From the gun, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Throwing again, Murray. Hurts over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Strong running at the 30. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football. They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot. I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe, because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up. Oh, what a catch by Ayuk. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done. And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did. Well, throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game. And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay.
It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to patch together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. From the gun on third down, Murray escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
He'll buy some time right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play, picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On first down, Garoppolo checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And able to connect with Berrios. Touchdown 49ers. Braxton Berrios, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
To throw again on second down. Murray on the slant, complete to Green. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Flushed out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's complete once again to Hopkins. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. To throw is Murray. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. It returns it right back to Samuel. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Garoppolo now. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. This one caught by Kittle, and he's got this down to the 35. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd and 16. They'll run with Edmonds again. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This to make it a 2-score game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And Charles, in this one. The fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for Arizona, they improved.